welcome back. This will be the third part of this little example tutorial in Premiere Pro. Now I put on dissolves on all of my clips. The next thing I would like to do is to add some audio. I'll put a music track below all these clips. So I need to go back to my project tab, and I can click here and go back to project. Basically because you see there's so many tabs part of this section that I need to use this little flyout here. And if I scrub up and down, you can see the last one here is it doesn't have the purple film strip icon. It just have the waveform, which means that this is an audio clip. And you can see here it's just the waveform. And just to say that maybe I should play it a little bit. So it's Edvard Grieg. It's the morgenstemning in Danish, actually morning mood, I would say, maybe in English. So you can scrub here, so that's fine. So I would need, you will see this goes on for several minutes. I'll just need the first maybe 15-20 seconds, something like that. So I put my playhead here, I press the O for setting an out point, and you can see it will just select this first frame of this clip as the endpoint. So I can just drag it down to my timeline, something like this. And let's just play. So you can see here there's actually a few seconds before the music will start in this clip. So I'll need to trim off the beginning of that. And basically I can just highlight and I can click on the beginning end of the clip here in the timeline. And I'll just scrub sidewards like this. Something you can see there's these small waveforms down here, which signifies where the audio will start. And what I would like is for the music to start a bit before the pictures. So that's how I do it here. Yeah, this is what I want. So when I play this, you can see if I look up in this window, there'll be a crescendo a little later where the music will turn loud. But here in the first minute or so, it'll be really subtle and quiet. So actually I want to take the volume up a little bit on that. I can do that by, can you see there's a little white line here. If I just grab that up, whereas you can see it'll increase it by several dBs. Let's see. Yeah, and most likely it'll be easier for you to hear now. But what I'm checking, and I think I'll just take my own volume down a little bit here. What I'm checking is the UV meter over here, because I don't need it to go in the red area. I don't need it to go below -6. I think that's the rule of thumb. But if it's like peaking around -12, I think it'll be fine. And it's doing like that. So I have substantial volume. There will not be too much noise, but it will not be so loud that it will distort the audio. Okay. So if I zoom in a little bit here, you can see, of course, the audio is way longer than my pictures. So I would like it to slowly fade out in the end here. And I can do that in several ways. I think a quick way to do that is to basically to keyframe a fade out. And if I take my little pen tool, I can click in here to add and actually it's a keyframe I'm adding here, and I'm adding another one here. So now I have two keyframes. I can go back to my selection tool and I will just drag it down, and by that you can see, okay, and fine, I need maybe a little longer for that, something. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So now I added audio, I adjusted the volume, and I keyframed a fade out on this. A tip maybe, I could have been going to the effects tab, I could have been going into the audio transitions, and there would be a crossfade, and I could put that on and it'll fade out to silence also. Okay, that was adding audio.